A rather warm evening tonight. Temperatures right now in the west. A lot at stake in this ball game tonight as both teams are unbeaten in the Valley Football Association. They both come in with records of 2 wins and no losses. Should be a great matchup tonight between Marshfield and Wausau West. Let's turn to Dale Yurkaitis for some comments on this ball game. Dale, should be a good one tonight between these two fine ball clubs.
Well, Wausau West always has some very good athletes at some of the skill positions. At times over the years they've lacked a little bit in the lines offensively and defensively, but it looks like this year, from all reports and things that I've seen and scores of their games so far, they've got it going and they're a very confident team. They feel like they can play like champions, and I think it'll be quite a test tonight for Marshfield. You know, Marshfield has given up some points defensively, but this might be a game where Marshfield has to try to outscore Wausau West to win this one. Marshfield will be facing a team that likes to run the football and try to run it at you hard.
West Ball Club, as Dale mentions, moves the ball pretty well. They have an outstanding running back, a junior, Wausau West ball game so far this season.
That's 180 pounds, so we've seen that he has caught any passes.
5-yard line, and as we face the facility. Sideline, and
boy, excellent tackle by Braxton Kurth.
Yard line, there is a Marshfield man behind the play to the sidelines.
Out of the first contact, and sometimes
Senior Vince Hands, Reineck standing next to him, wide outs on either side. 1st and 10 from the 45. At the 25-yard line, and goes all the way for a touchdown.
Well, I think we're going to have a block in the back, though, against Wausau West at about the
you're right,
28-yard line. Good ball handling by the quarterback from Wausau West in the backfield that had Marshfield going all one direction on defense.
That play will come back, as Dale points out. The flag thrown on the Marshfield 28.
And frankly, it was a stupid play by the Wausau West player. He just saw a chance to take a shot at somebody.
And the ball coming back to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, and Hans was in the back knocking down a Marshfield player right in front of the Marshfield bench.
Play does gain 17, however. 1st and 10 for West at the Tiger 38-yard line. Wide outs on either side, wing on the near side as well. That's Landon Parlier on the near sideline. And Hands will hand the ball off to Reineck, a couple of yards. He ran into his own blocker and then pulled down by, I believe, Ben Deach around the 47-yard line. Only gained 1 yard on the play.
Wausau so far is coming out with a tight end formation to the right and then 2, I can't really call them wing backs, but tightly spaced running backs in a wing-type formation about 5 yards outside the tight end, and a single wide receiver the other way. Now they've got a slot formation.
Carter Emerson, wide out near side, 2nd and 9 from the 37. And Hands to throw the ball to the near sideline, caught by Emerson, who then falls down. Fell down without being touched at the 33-yard line. That pass play gains 4. So a conversion situation here for Wausau West. They're faced with 3rd and 6 at the Tiger 33-yard line. Vince Hands this year is completing 43% of his passes for 217 yards and 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. He's thrown for 100 yards 1 time this year. That was in the opener against Superior. Emerson wide far side. Ethan Steinbeck, flex tight end on the near side. From the handoff to Reineck, gets outside, but then gets pulled down from behind. Some great penetration by the Tigers, led by, looks like, Reed Geiger, first man in there. And Geiger pulls down Reineck back at the 37-yard line, a loss of 4.
Well, Geiger did a nice job as Wausau pulled a couple of linemen, and he saw the pull and read his key and just cut right behind it to make the tackle.
So a conversion play here for Wausau West. They take out an offensive lineman, bring in a tight end, Monpas. 4th and 9 for West at the Tiger 37-yard line. Hans in the pistol formation. Takes the snap, back to pass, being rushed. Now throws near sideline. Intercepted. It's picked off on the near sideline by fullback. Up the near sideline. The 30. In the end zone for the touchdown.
Hans had some pressure. People applying pressure to him. I thought it was going to be, I think it was going to be a screen, but Hans kind of panicked and threw the ball out here and overthrew his receiver right into the hands of Marshfield.
Vaughn Colbeck makes the play for Marshfield. His first interception, a return for a score about 65 yards, and Marshfield on the scoreboard. How about that? Big play by Vaughn Colbeck and the Tiger defense.
Yeah, Hans threw the ball right to him.
And now Braxton Kurth comes on to attempt to kick the PAT. Tigers have a man going on late. He gets set. Ball placed down. Kick is on the way. It is up, and it is good. And so the Tigers score first on a defensive play. 9:37 remaining in the opening quarter, and our score is Marshfield 7 and Wausau West nothing. Back to Tom Field, and more football action in just a moment.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
Reverses with the three backs evenly spread back there.
Kurth gets set to kick it away. And here's the kick. Long end-over-end kick, and Reineck backpedals to the 2-yard line. Far side, the 10, 15-yard line. Hit by Willowite, spins away, but not very far. He'll be pulled on as he crosses the 20-yard line. A Marshfield man out there lost his helmet. That was Dante Carolfi.
Yep, it continued to play. He's got to sit out a play now at this point.
So now Wausau West puts the ball in play at their own 23-yard line, 1st and 10. 9.5 remaining in the first quarter. Marshfield leading 7-0 on a pass interception return for a touchdown by Vaughn Colbeck.
Well, so far, the Marshfield defensive front has shown that they can get good penetration against Wausau West. I think that's why they were trying a pass out to the flats here, possibly a screen pass that just was misthrown and picked off.
Monpaz comes wide near side. That, by the way, the first interception thrown by Hans this year. On first down, man goes in motion, hand goes to Reineck, gets outside, across the 25, and dives out to about the 30-yard line along the far sideline.
Marshfield has sent somebody, a linebacker, on a blitz on just about every play so far.
They'll mark Reineck down. They'll mark him back at the 28, gain of 5 on the play. 2nd and 5 for West at their own 28-yard line. Well, a big play by Vaughn Colbeck, pass interception, his first of the year. One has had 5 tackles for loss this year, so he's had some big defensive plays this season.
Well, Coach Gadel said before the game, or in some conference with you before the game, that West does not throw the ball very well, and so far, no. It's way too early, though, to get cocky. They have a lot of good athletes out there.
A couple of seconds being added to the scoreboard clock. Now we're set to resume play. 2nd and 5 for West at their own 28-yard line. Hans back in the pistol formation. Takes the snap and runs the ball himself. Gets outside across the 30 to the 35. Cuts back inside across the 40 out to near midfield. Once again, the quarterback Hans runs the football and gets good yardage to the Wausau West 47. He'll pick up 19 on that play and give Wausau West a first down.
Yeah, faked an inside handoff. Marshfield had players coming on a blitz that time, and you know, to tell you the truth, his ball handling inside, I thought Marshfield was going to drop a player from West, maybe Reineck, for a loss, and there's Hans going around the other side.
You're listening to Marshfield Tiger Football on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ Spencer Marshfield, and WOSQFM.com. 1st and 10 West at their own 47-yard line. Hans in the pistol formation. Takes a high snap, gives to Reinick, cuts back inside the midfield up the near sideline with a lot of room. 35-30, runs over his own man, and is finally pulled down at the 22-yard line. Touchdown saving tackle by Carson Mattis.
Yeah, he ran right up the back of his own player. If he cuts back or cuts one way or the other, he's gone.
He gains 31 on that play.
Big hole to the right side of the offensive line for West that time.
1st and 10 West at the Tiger 22. 8 minutes to play, first quarter. Marshfield leads 7-0. Monpas wide to the far side. Arneson near side. Steinbach, wing on the near side. Parlierda goes in motion. Hand off to Reinick, straight ahead for a nice gain again across the 20, down to near the 15-yard line. And Reinick taken down right around the 11. He'll gain 11 more on that run. Talented young man, Ray Reinick, 6'1", 180 junior. He's averaging close to 8 yards per carry this season. And a first down now for Wausau West at the Tiger 11-yard line.
At that time, a good hole off the left side. They pulled their wing back across like an H-back, and he made a nice block to spring Reinick at the line of scrimmage.
Monpas to the far side. Arneson wide near side. 1st and 10 from the 11. Hans will hand off to Reinick. Again, a big hole off the tackle side, the right tackle spot, and he dives down to the 5-yard line. Geiger stops him right there. 6 more for Reinick on that play, and a second down, a 2nd and 4 just inside the 5-yard line. West has moved from their own 23 to the Tiger 5 in 5 plays, moving the ball quite effectively. This West Ball Club on the year, averaging 319 yards of offense per game. Arneson wide out far side. Parlier offset fullback on this play on 2nd and 4. Hand off to Reinick again, gets hit at the line and drop for no gain.
Big hit that time.
That's Daggett, and Colbeck.
Wausau went to what amounted to an unbalanced line to the left side that time, tried to run that way, but a good stop by Marshfield.
So this is 4-down territory likely for West. And they're faced now with 3rd and about 3 at the Tiger 4-yard line. West again making some personnel changes. Tiger defensive line digging in. Monpas wide far side. Arneson near side. 3rd and 3 from the Tiger 4. Hans in the pistol. Takes the snap. Hands to Reinick. He gets outside and pulled down. A nice play by Geiger as Hans kept the ball. And Geiger pulls him down back at the 6-yard line for a loss of 2. That time the Tigers read the play. And Hans could not advance. The ball's back at the 6-yard line.
Well,
it's 4th and goal from the 6.
They had everything covered. The ball fake, a good ball fake to Reinick again going to his right side, and he was hit in the backfield by 2 Marshfield players. Hans decided to pull the ball, and he did, but a good stop by Marshfield going the other way.
Looks like the Warriors will go for it. Although now the kicker, Jackson Albee, runs out of the field. And West cannot get this play off in time. There was some confusion there, and West will take a timeout. Warriors' first timeout. It comes with 5:12 remaining in the first quarter, and our score, Marshfield 7 and Wausau West nothing. We'll come back to Tom Field and more football action in just a moment.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
.23-yard field goal try coming for Jackson Albee. Kick is on the way, long enough, and the kick is good. Jackson Albee on the kick for Wausau West to put the Warriors on the scoreboard. We have 5:10 remaining in the first quarter, and our score now is Marshfield 7, Wausau West 3. We'll come back with more football from Tom Field in Wausau in just a moment.
Once asked me to prioritize family, faith, and business. And I put them in that order in particular. The rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Central Wisconsin Glass is Central Wisconsin's choice for your next new or remodeled shower and bathroom. The experts at Central Wisconsin Glass will effortlessly guide you through the design and installation process. Have the elegant and modern shower and bathroom you've been looking for. Call Central Wisconsin Glass at 715-387-8010. That's 715-387-8010. And Central Wisconsin Glass on Facebook for your residential, commercial, and vehicle glass needs.
Wausau was lining up in a potential short kick situation here.
Mason Seidel, Garrett Willowite back in deep safety for West as Albee kicks it away. Good kick in the far corner. Willowite back at the 4. Coming to the near sideline across the 15 is a big hole across the 25, the 30. One man to beat. Garrett at the far sideline across the 40, then taken down at the 43. Good return by Garrett Willowite, and the Tigers in good field position for their first possession of the day.
Caught it on the Marshfield sideline, which is the south end of the middle, and then cut to the outside and found an opening. So somebody on that Wausau West team did not cover his lane on kick coverage.
Tigers develop a quarterback, Trevor Femmel. He's passed for 397 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions this year. Trevor in the pistol. Jeff Marsh next to him on first down. It's Trevor himself across the 45 and then pushed back there. Femmel gets about 2 yards on the day, on the play. A big day for Trevor last week against DC Everest. He passed for 150 yards and 3 touchdowns, and also rushed last week for 185 and 2 scores.
Quite often when a team makes a big run at the line of scrimmage or on a kick return, it's not so much that the guy was so good returning the ball, it's that somebody on the defensive side was not in the lane or position he was supposed to be in. 2nd and 10 Tigers, 2nd and 8 Tigers at their own 45. Femmel will give to Marsh, has a hole on the outside, across the 50 to the west 45 flag. And grab there, but a flag is down at the line of scrimmage. Thrown by the referee, thrown about... he's going to kick it forward to 45, which is the line of scrimmage against Marshfield. Tiger football tonight brought to us by Sternweiss & Sons, Ready Mix, and Block Plant Cement Products of Marshfield, Trudeau Construction of Marshfield, and the Marshfield Tiger Booster Club. All marked back at the 35-yard line. Tigers have to get to the west 47 for a first down, so it's 2nd and 17. Femmel in the pistol. 2 receivers on the near side. And the handoff goes to Marsh trying to get outside. Turns the corner to the... Sets up Marshall with a 3rd and 12 at their own 40-yard line. Well, so far Marshfield choosing to run to that right side of the line behind Riley Heller and Carter Serra. Tiger offensive line tonight. Andrew Marsh, the left tackle. Noah Peterson, the left guard. Sebastian Grand-Corvitz, on 38. Femmel fakes the handoff, back to pass, across the middle, and incomplete. He overthrew Evan Jacoby, and the ball almost intercepted behind Evan by a Wausau West defensive back. Way across, he was wide open, but I think Travis had his mind made up based upon the way the play was supposed to go, that he was going to throw it to a different receiver. But boy, Lemoyne was wide open and a deep cross. Noah Peterson averaging 39.6 yards per punt on to kick the ball away. J.J. Drews back in deep safety for Wausau West at his own 15-yard line. Holy cow, he's 50 yards deep. 4th and 13 Tigers at their own 38. Nice snap over Peterson's head. Ball rolls back to the 10-yard line. He picks it up, starts to run up the far sideline, won't get very far. He's pulled down around the 10-yard line. Yep. Bad snap, and Wausau West has the ball deep in Marshfield territory. So both teams with the key mistakes so far in this game, that blocker a score, and now the snap over the head of the punters for Marshfield.
Tiger defense has to dig in right here. Ball is right on the 10-yard line. It's first down, first and goal west at the Tiger 10 after that bad snap on the punt. Tigers on top 7-3. Back Landon Parlier, the blocking back, and Steinbach, the tight end, flexed on the near side. Handoff goes to Reinick, straight ahead, a nice gain to about the 5-yard line, now inside the 5 to about the 3.
Straight power. Fullback leading the tailback is Reinick. Was about 8 yards deep, kind of offset, believe it or not, in a tailback position, but they gave it to him and chewed up a bunch of yards here.
Creates a second and goal for Wausau West at the Tiger 3-yard line. As Dale has pointed out, some mistakes on both sides early in this ball game. Reinick again, the tailback, with Parlier in front of him as a flexed fullback on second and goal from the 3.
Coming right.
Hands, gives to Reinick, straight ahead, breaks some tackles, and gets close and gets in for the touchdown.
Yep, started off as right guard and then cut back over.
10-yard scoring drive following the bad snap on the punt, and Wausau West leads 9-7. The Warriors, it looks like they'll go for a 2-point play here. Now Hands backs out and sets up to hold for Albee, so they will try to kick the PAT. Ball is placed down, but as the snap is made, there's a flag down on the play.
Thrown by the back judge. Well, not really a back judge in this kind of a kick situation, but it's going to be either delay a game or procedure. They're going to call procedure.
Procedure call on Wausau West. Ball goes back to the 8-yard line, so Albee's PAT try will come from about the 15. He is 7 of 10 on point after tries this year. Again, the quarterback Hands is the holder. Ball placed down, kick is on the way, and it is up and it is good. Albee on the PAT kick puts Wausau West up by 3. We have 2:59 remaining in the first quarter. Our score is Wausau West 10 and the Marshfield Tigers 7. We'll come back to Tom Field and more football in just a moment.
Welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children, to stay close and get services right here until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes.
Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talent and expertise of big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontist, orthodontist, and pediatric dentist, an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our community and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
23, but some of that might come back. Penalty is called on the play.
Return. Fired a skyrocket from about the 5-yard line all the way out to about the 15.
Tigers victimized by some penalties early here. Illegal use of hands against Marshfield, so a large part of that run will come back. Badger football.
Well, another key mistake in the ball game. Hopefully Marshfield can move it out of here.
Tigers put the ball in play from their own 10-yard line. 2:52 remaining, first quarter. Tigers now trail 10-7. Trevor Femmel playing quarterback, Jeff Marsh next to him. And Jeff gets the carry across the 15-yard line off the right side about the 17.
So far, when Tigers have run the ball, they've chosen to go to their right.
Jeff has rushed this year for 374 yards, averaging 5.8 yards per carry.
And besides looking a little quicker, I think Jeff's vision, in other words, picking holes and cutting back, is better this year, in my opinion.
2nd and 4 for the Tigers at their own 16. Lemoyne wide near side, getting a signal now from Femmel. Trevor in the pistol.
Single coverage out here.
Comes back to the inside across the 35, and there's a nice gain and a Tiger first down. Femmel out to about the 37-yard line. He'll gain roughly 20 yards on that.
everybody was within about 9 yards of the line of scrimmage for West, but Femmel, because of that man-to-man type situation, saw the defenders turn their back and took off and ran with the ball for a pickup of...
Trevor gains 18 on the play. First
Thank
and
you.
10 Tigers at their own 34. 1:35 left. First quarter, Tigers trail 10-7. Lemoyne,
Flag.
45, a flag down again behind the play, looks like.
Another flag. And
Marsh
by
out of
the
bounds around the 50-yard line.
umpire threw that towards the interior of the line.
Tigers really victimized by again. There's a holding call on the Tigers, marked from the 38-yard line.
Boy, Marshfield has been able to run the football against this West defense, but they just got to stop shooting themselves in the foot.
Ball back at the 28-yard line now. First down, first and about 16. Anderson blocking back. Meverden tight end on the far side. Seidel comes in to play at the tailback spot. As Marsh gets a rest here. Femmel back to pass, comes near sideline and underthrows Lemoyne, who comes back and makes catch his 11th of the year.
Well, once again, Wausau is choosing to play one-on-one coverage against Lemoyne way out here to this near sideline, and Marshfield trying to take advantage of that. Only got 7 there, but boy, that's dangerous against a guy like Lemoyne or against the Meverden.
Tight end, and now Colby comes into play, fullback from the I formation. And it's Colby straight ahead, breaks a couple of tackles, comes to the 40-yard line, and keeps his legs going across the 45 to midfield.
What a run! Oh, man.
Great run by Eli Colby, about 15 yards out to midfield. And a Tiger first down.
He was hit in the backfield, bounced off a couple guys, moved to his churning, kept his legs going, was running through tackles.
And that play will end the first quarter of football here at Tom Field in Wausau. Our score after one period.
What a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make, my best interest in mind always?
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
At Express Employment Professionals, we...
Hi, welcome to Express. Please sign in and have a seat.
Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks.
At the second quarter here at Tom Field in Wausau. Wausau West leads Marshfield 10-7. Tigers have a first down. First and 10 from the 50-yard line. Tigers moving from left to right, or he keeps the ball himself but gets caught up in traffic, fights his way back across the 50 to about the 49-yard line. That's about it. Not much there for Femmel on that play. He'll gain 1 yard.
I don't know if that was intended to go to some, cause some timing issues in the backfield in terms of handoffs, although, as we know, Femmel has been known to fake handoffs and run. He's a very effective runner.
Certainly is. Back on the near side, and Marsh the tailback with Femmel in the pistol on 2nd and 9. Femmel takes the snap, back to pass. Being rushed, gets hit and sacked back at the Marshfield 40-yard line. Quarterback sack for Wausau, 40-yard line. The play loses 11.
Well, Wausau sent the house that time and just kind of overwhelmed the Marshfield line. Femmel didn't have a chance. Once he got the snap and took about 1 step back, he had yellow.
The Tigers at their own 41-yard line. Lemoyne far side. Hinson tight to the near side with Anderson a blocking back. 5, but threw the ball too low, incomplete pass. So the Tiger drive will stall out. They move from the
positive out of this. Marshfield has been able to move the ball from the shadows of their own end zone. Hiding, they get a good snap this time.
High snap again. This time Peterson pulls it in. Kick. 21 punt, another high snap here. And Peterson
not had any problem with that in previous games. Not even close.
Still early second quarter. West leads Marshfield to him. Hands will go back to pass the ball. Being rushed, he gets sick and taken down back at the 21. A loss of 12 on that play.
Well, Wausau West had a single receiver out here to this near sideline. The only receiver they sent out Hans was looking his direction, but never had a chance.
Tigers had 5 down, 2nd and 22 from the 22. Hands in the pistol. Gain of 9 on the play. Quarterback sack by Spencer, a big one. Tigers have had their share of sacks so far, and up 3rd and 13 at their own 31-yard line.
Parlier across underneath on that route, and he made a pretty good catch on a ball that wasn't well thrown and then tackled instantly.
Ben Deach makes the play. 4th down, 4th and 10 for West at their own 34. Parlier will put the ball away for Wausau West. Gets a high snap, pulls it in, kicks a line drive. Bounces right to Pretsch, who comes across the 35-yard line out to about the 39. And a stop right there. Tigers get the football back at their own 39, 8:02 remaining, 2nd quarter, and Marshfield trails 10-7. We may have a man down on the field. Looks like there is a man down along the far sideline in front of the West bench. Excuse me, in front of the Marshfield bench. But that is a West player, apparently. West player down on the play and being attended to by medical personnel. We have 8:02 remaining in the 2nd quarter here at Tom Field in Wausau. Our score is Wausau West.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know.
Want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
Stone Innovations, home of Wisconsin's largest granite and quartz selection from hand-picked stone from around the world, and select the perfect look for your dream kitchen in the best lighting possible. Then sit down with our free design services to customize the look of your kitchen. Our projects come with a lifetime warranty.
Injured Wausau West man coming off the field under his own power. That's lineman Dylan Dobrotz. And after the punt, Marshfield takes over at their own 39-yard line.
Well, both teams have been doing a lot of twisting and stunting on defense. And on defense, it can be dramatic and effective, but it also can leave a hole wide open, as I've talked about before. If you're going to blitz, you better get there.
Tigers in the eye, 1st and 10 Marshfield at their own 39. Femmel gives to Marsh, hitting the backfield, falls forward, may have lost a yard on the play off the left side.
Well, just a straight I formation play running to the left.
Loss of 1 for Marsh. 2nd and 11 Tigers at their own 38-yard line. Tigers scored early on a pass interception return by Vaughn Colbeck. And that's their touchdown. Their offense has not put points on the scoreboard tonight.
40 yards of offense so far.
2nd and about 10 and a half for Marshfield, just shy of their own 39.
And Wausau West has about 50.
Lemoyne far side. Hinson slot man far side. Fimmel in the pistol. Trevor will hand the ball off to Marsh, looking for Hogan. Gets outside with room, then gets hit in the open field and pulled out at the 43-yard line. Real good defensive play by a Wausau West man on this near sideline.
On one tackle.
That was Carter Arneson on the play, or Emerson on the play. 43-yard line. By the way, at halftime, our special guest, Columbus Don soccer coach Jeff Edwards. Jacoby and Lemoyne both on the far side being hit, and he'll be sat back at the 35-yard line. A wide open run on Femmel by Jaden Durr, who is
that was about around his knees, handled it okay, started to take a few steps to his left, and you could see a cornerback coming from the outside here on a rush, and he climbed all over the back of Femmel.
2nd quarterback sack for West in this ball game. 4th and 4 Tigers tonight. J.J. Drew's back in deep safety for West. Good snap this time. Kick is away. It's a good kick.
Whoa.
And Drew is back at his own 25, straight ahead to the 30. 35 gets outside across the 40-yard line. Flag down on the play. Drews returns to the 40-yard line, but a flag behind the play at the 26. So we'll see what that's all about. Good return by Drews. We may have a call here against Wausau West.
Play.
Looks like an illegal block against West. And the ball marked back.
And then one where the ball was caught.
1st and 10 West at their own 16. They lead 10-7. 5:35 remaining in the second quarter. Finn's hands the quarterback for West. Ray Reinick, the tailback next to him. And hands will hand to Reinick coming near side. Cuts back to the inside, gets a big hit. And full. Good to see Logan Metcalf, who's sat out a couple of ball games with an injury, is back in the lineup for Marshfield tonight. 5 yards for Reinick. West at their own 21-yard line.
70 yards rushing already for Reinick.
Arneson comes wide near side. Monpas on the far side. Hands in the pistol formation. And he'll hand off to Reinick in the backfield. Cuts through some traffic. Goes across the 40 or 30-yard line route to the 32 and pulled down there.
Good job of running by Reinick. He started off to his offensive left side, saw that blocked up, and then cut back across center.
10-7, 4:40 remaining before halftime. West running the ball quite well. West sends Arneson wide to the near side. Hands now gives to Parlier on the jet sweep for 39 yards and a touchdown, including 21 yards in one ball game against Rapids. And he brings the ball to the 44-yard line. He gains 12 on that play. The offensive side. West sends Brett Pataldo 40 up the near sideline, out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Knocked out of bounds by Joshua Schaefer inside the 30. They'll mark him at about the 30, maybe the 29. Hands did run for over 100 yards and 3 touchdowns against Superior, so he is capable of running the football pretty well. 1st and 10 West at the Tiger 30-yard line. Arneson wide far side, Monpas on the near side. Parlier shifts to a blocking back position. Hand off to Reinick, straight ahead, takes a big hit, but won't go down. Now pulled down from behind by Willowite and by
chippiness going on downfield. A Wausau West player downfield taking a shot at a Marshfield player. Unfortunately, the Marshfield player took a few steps towards the West player but kept his cool and walked away.
2nd down for Wausau West, 2nd and 8 for the Warriors at the Tiger 28. Wide outs on either side. And here's a handoff to a new man in the ball game who cuts back to the inside and has some room to the near sideline at the 15, the 10, the 5, and that's Jaden Durr who scores for Wausau West. Jaden Durr, who ran for 47 yards last week against Kingsford, takes the jet sweep, cuts back to the inside, and goes 28 yards for the score, and West leads 16-7.
Cutback run by Durr, who started off to his right side and cut back to the middle. And then a couple tackles were missed in there. Then he managed to get to the outside and beat the deep defenders. They were short some people on the kick team.
And so Wausau West needs a timeout.
That's their second.
Warriors use their second timeout. Football games tonight. Wisconsin Rapids playing at Hortonville and Stevens Point at DC Everest. In the Marywood Conference tonight, Auburndale at Pitt and FM 98.7 WDLB and WDLBAM.com. And now they'll try it again. New kicker out there for Wausau West. Allison Roche will try to kick it. Allison Roche. Ball placed down. Kicks the Wausau West lead. 3:21 remaining before halftime. Our score now is Wausau West 17 and the Marshfield Tigers 7. And more football coming up in just a moment.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted Best Pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715 Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank.
There's the kick. Long kick near side. Willowite in the corner. Falls
fell
down at the 6-yard line. Willowite grabbed the ball in the near corner and slipped. And so Marshfield begins this possession on their own 6-yard line. Tough break for the Tigers. 1st and 10 Marshfield at their own 6 with 3:20 remaining in the second quarter. And Wausau West leading 17-7 once again at halftime. Please join us for last night.
So once again, Marshfield with some pretty tough field position to start a drive.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for much worse than this, the 6-yard line. Back spot next to Trevor Febble. 1st and 10 from the 6. Trevor in the pistol. 9 or 10-yard line. We'll see where they mark him. Looks like about the 10. Tigers do have all 3 timeouts remaining. West has only 1 timeout left before halftime.
Well,
There's Hinson and Lemoyne, both wide near side. 2nd and 4 for the Tigers at their own 10-yard line. Colby and Marsh in the eye behind. They'll mark him, I think, at the 14, about 2 yards short of the first down marker. Colby gains 4 on that play.
Clock going to be at the 2-minute mark here in just a moment.
Braden Anderson comes back in. He and Colby, both Colby blocking backs on the near side. And Marsh next to Febble in the backfield. Marshfield. And keep the ball in Marshfield at their own 20. 1:35. Tigers again do have Anderson wing on the near side. Febble in the pistol 25-yard line. Looks like he'll be marked down at the 25. Tigers now face.
Taking a quick look downfield, but then if that was designed, I don't think.
Femmel hands off. Marsh loses 2. Wausau West does have a timeout to burn, but not using it right side. Anderson, wing on the far side on 3rd down, back around the 20-yard line. At their own 20-yard line, have had 2 Another snap was fine, but Peterson forced a punt again. This time, Peterson to accept this. Good snap. And with 14 seconds remaining, West is out of time.
Hans doesn't have a lot of yardage overall, but he's also
time. Hans pass. Look, sideline, make a diving, and now 8 seconds.
Start thinking about potential gadget plays. Pass.
Hands back out there. Hans again takes the snap, back to pass. Steps up and throws to the far sideline. The ball was tipped as he threw, went high in the air to the sideline, incomplete. Could be right on that. But still 2 seconds left before halftime. So 3rd down, the ball fell harmlessly along the far side. And 10 West at their own 49, 2 seconds left before halftime. Hans in the pistol, takes the snap and hands off. Here's Reineck near side of the 50. 45.
Up in the back by a Wausau West player, but it was right in front.
It was the first Wausau West possession. Wausau West got the opening kickoff and moved out to, in fact, they scored on the first play from scrimmage on a long run by quarterback Vince Hands, but the play was called back due to a penalty. West began again, moved the ball inside midfield, but Hands then threw a pass interception caught by linebacker Vaughn Colbeck, returned by Marshfield, 65 yards or a score. Braxton Kurth kicked the PAT, and Marshfield had a 7-0 lead with 9:37 remaining in the first quarter. All Wausau West after that. Warriors took the ensuing kickoff and went 71 yards in 7 plays and had to settle for a field goal, a 23-yarder by their kicker, Jackson Albee. That kept Marshfield on top 7-3 with 5:10 remaining in the first quarter. Marshfield got the ball back, but gave Wausau West great field position on a bad snap on a punt. West took over on the 10-yard line, scored 2 plays later on a 3-yard touchdown run by Ray Reinick. Albee kicked the PAT, putting West on top 10-7 with 2:59 remaining in the first quarter. And then West scored once again in the second quarter following a Marshfield punt. Warriors went 84 yards in 6 plays and scored on a 28-yard touchdown run by Jaden Durr. This time Rosh kicked the PAT to give Wausau West a lead of 17-7 here at the halftime break. Wausau West moving the ball pretty effectively so far in this ball game. Let's get some comments on the first half of football from Dale Yakitis. First of all, quick update on some other scores. At halftime, Colby leads Edgar 14-6. Also at halftime, DC Everest leads Stevens Point 24-16. Dale, how about the numbers on that first half of football?
Well, they're not dramatic for either team, other than the fact that Ray Reinick ran for 104 yards in the first half. For Wausau West, they ran for 149 total in 21 attempts. They've passed for 5 yards on 2 of 4 completions, so they have 154 yards. Marshfield, really anemic in the first half, can't say it any other way. 48 total yards, 41 rushing on 16 attempts, and they have 7 yards passing on 1 of 3 by Femmel. So Marshfield definitely struggling offensively in this ball game, but 2 other factors, 2 bad snaps over the head of the Marshfield punter in this ball game have really caused Marshfield a problem so far, and they've had some penalties too, one after a pretty nice kickoff return that I remember, and so they're back to that again. Last week we didn't see a lot of that against Everest, but they've been kind of shooting themselves in the foot tonight. No doubt Wausau West has a very good football team, but Marshfield certainly hasn't helped their own cause with some mistakes tonight.
Tigers will have the football to begin the third quarter. Marshall could use a nice long drive and a score here to get back in the ball game. We'll see what happens in this as this third quarter comes to a start momentarily. Rather warm evening here in Wausau. Players playing through some heat issues this evening.
Haven't seen a lot of cramping so far, but could see that come up in the second half with this heat and humidity. You know, Marshfield doesn't throw a lot of screen passes. They haven't for many years. And I tell you, Wausau has really sent the pass rush, making it difficult for Femmel. And they also have stunted and sent some people in the running game, making it difficult for Marshfield to get anything going. It's a situation where, you know, again, as I said earlier, Wausau West is using that technique and it's working. But if Marshfield breaks the line of scrimmage for a yard or two, it's going to be a long game possibility.
Here's a kick by Albee. End over and kick near side, and Willowite on the 16, heading for the far sideline. He's at the 20, cuts back inside 25, along the sideline out to about the 25, maybe the 26-yard line. Tigers could put the ball in play just across their own 25-yard line. Let out by quarterback Trevor Femmel. Trevor's been sacked twice in this ball game. Jeff Marsh at tailback. Offensive line, Andrew Marsh at left tackle. Noah Peterson at left guard. Sebastian Grant-Corvitz at center. Riley Heller at right guard. Curtis Sierra is the right tackle.
Femmel 12 yards rushing, Marsh 10 yards rushing, Eli Colby 19 and 2 fullback traps.
Femmel in the pistol. Hinson comes out to the near side, 1st and 10 from the 26. And Trevor will fake the handoff and now give the ball to Marsh, who's hit in the backfield and drop for a loss.
Boy, Marshfield offensive line just got run over.
Marsh will lose about 3 yards on that play. Puts the ball back at the 24-yard line, 2nd and about 13 for Marshfield.
It was a draw play look that time for Marshfield, and that's a play that Marshfield has been very good at over the years, but nothing's working much tonight because Wausau has a lot of people within about 4 or 5 yards of the line of scrimmage, and they haven't been afraid to twist around defensively and also send people.
2nd and 13, Tigers at their own 23. Femmel back in the pistol. Pitches to Marsh on the far side, 25-30, 35-yard line, and grabbed from behind and pulled back around the 37. Jeff may be close to a first down with that run.
If they give him forward progress, he should have a first down.
Let's see where they mark it.
Jeez, they're not going to give it to him.
No, back at the 35 looks like.
Goodness gracious.
He still does gain 12 on that play and sets up a 3rd and 1 for Marshfield at their own 35-yard line. Tigers set their offensive line on 3rd and 1 from their own 35. Femmel pitches to Marsh, coming near side, gets outside for the first down. Not much more than that, but he should have the first down at about the 37. See where they mark him.
A very short mark again.
Yeah. Just across the 36-yard line.
Can be short.
Yeah, it looks like he is by inches. Didn't get a very good mark. And now they do, let's see. They do now give him the first down. 1st and 10 Tigers at their own 36-yard line.
Whoa, the Wausau coach is out here on the field kind of looking across, and he's going, what? Because where they put the ball down was 1.5 yards short of the first down marker. Oh, well.
Early 3rd quarter, Tigers down 17-7. Femmel at quarterback. Hands off to Seidel, gets outside, a nice gain across the 40, 35, up the far sideline, one to beat. Seidel at the 40, 35, 30, the 29, the 10, and pulled down inside the 5.
What'd I tell you?
Mason Seidel with a big gain, and the Tigers may be lucky that Lemoyne was going to call for a block in the back, leading interference on that play. But Seidel carries inside the 5-yard line down to about the Wausau West 2.
Well, Seidel has the faster wheels of the two between Marsh and Seidel, but again, he eventually found a gap in that stunting and blitzing line of Wausau, and there really wasn't much left.
By the way, it looks like James Clements now playing the right guard spot for Marshfield rather than Riley Heller. 1st and goal, Tigers at the Wausau West 2-yard line. I backfield. And the handoff to Anderson, straight ahead, fighting towards the goal line, then gets grabbed and pushed back, and he'll get no gain on the play. Nothing there for Braden Anderson. 2nd and goal, Tigers at the Wausau West 2-yard line.
How long a gain was that for Seidel, Gene?
62 yards.
Thank you.
Tigers have a 2nd and goal at the Wausau West 2.
Well, Marshfield has had some success going to the outside. Not big success, but when they've gained yardage, they've gained some on toss plays or wide plays. Let's see what happens here. Again, the I formation.
Anderson and Seidel in the I on 2nd and goal from the 2. Femmel gives to Seidel straight ahead. Near the goal line, pushed back. There's a flag down. A flag flies in. Seidel near the goal line. He does get across the goal line for the score, but they get a flag down on the play.
Oh, the referee, who's about 20 yards away from the play, plays almost over, then throws a flag into the line of scrimmage, into a scrum of bodies. Okay.
Holding call here against Marshfield.
I'm sorry. I hate to be critical of officials, but my goodness.
Ball comes back to the 13-yard line.
Some of my friends that are officials, if they're listening to this, are probably throwing things at their radio right now or their TV if they're watching the TV version of this, yelling at me.
Another key penalty against Marshfield. Now a 2nd and goal for Marshfield at the Wausau West 13-yard line. Tigers send Lemoyne out wide to the far side. Seidel stays in a tailback next to Femmel. Colby and Anderson wings on the far side. 2nd and goal from the 13. Femmel high snap, pitches to Seidel. Gets to the far sideline, but not much there. He pulled down around the 11. Not much room there for Mason on that far sideline. And there's a man down on the play. It's a Wausau West man down on the play. West man down on the play. Seidel carried to the 12. He gained 1 yard on the play. Tigers faced with 3rd and goal from the West 12-yard line, and play is stopped because an injured Wausau West ball player with 8:53 remaining in the 3rd quarter. And our score is Wausau West 17 and the Marshfield Tigers 7. We'll come back to Tom Field and more football in just a moment.
His defender.
Jacoby far side, I backfield on 3rd and goal from the 13. Femmel fakes the handoff, rolls near side, being pursued, gets away, now throws across the middle, it's intercepted.
No.
Picked off by Drews at the goal line, carries out to about the 8-yard line, then stop right there.
Oh, now we have a flag also in the backfield. So
flag down. Heavy pressure on Femmel. He threw it across the middle under duress.
Yeah, he was hit from 2 sides, tried to jump up in the air, and I don't know where he was throwing it in the end zone, but
Drews intercepted at the goal line, returned out to about the 8. But the Tiger offense is still on the field. This call may go against Wausau West. Might be a roughing the passer call against West, which would give the ball back to Marshfield inside the 10-yard line. Roughing the passer against Wausau West.
Yeah.
That brings the ball down to the 7-yard line and gives the ball back to Marshfield.
Hear a lot of background noise here in this booth at Tom Field. We have coaches from either team more or less to our left and right. You can hear their commentary, let's put it that way, quite often when you're up here in this booth. Same thing when you go over to Everest.
1st and goal Tigers at the West 7-yard line, 8:40 remaining in the 3rd quarter. And Marshfield trails 17-7.
Wausau West coach not happy about that. He was about 15 yards out on the field trying to get an explanation.
That's Matt Johnson, new football coach this year at Wausau West. Play set to resume. Everton getting lined up.
Has had some success running the ball to their right.
High backfield behind Femmel. On 1st down is Marsh, a big hole straight ahead, and carries down to about the 4. Stop there.
They went left.
Gain of 3 for Marsh. 2nd and goal Tigers at the Wausau West 4-yard line. Marshfield and Wausau West both unbeaten in the VFA heading into this ball game. And you're listening to Marshfield Tiger football on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield, and WOSQFM.com. With Dale Yukaitis, I'm Gene Delisio at Tom Field in Wausau. 2nd and goal Tigers from the Wausau West 4-yard line. Anderson and Marsh in the eye. Colby a blocking back. 2nd and goal from the 4. Hand off to Marsh again into the pile, down to about the 3 and no further. Off the right side, Marsh gains 1 more. So now a 3rd and goal situation for the Tigers. 3rd and goal Marshfield at the Wausau West 3-yard line. Colby leaving. Tigers' first possession of the second half has used up over 4.5 minutes of clock time. Femmel checking with the sideline.
Time to get a play in, and they're going to have to call a timeout.
Yep, Marshfield a timeout. Tigers' first timeout of the second half. It comes with 7:22 remaining in the third quarter. And our score, Wausau West 17 and the Marshfield Tigers 7. Back with more football following this message.
R&R Flooring in Spencer is your place for the best in innovation and lowest pricing for your flooring project. New or remodel, tile, carpet, hardwood, ceramic, cork, you name it, R&R Flooring is ready for you today. R&R Flooring supports area programs like the broadcast you're watching and also supports area suppliers so you get great quality and pricing that fits your budget. Go to R&R Flooring today to see their showroom of flooring, furniture, mattress, to
Would like to punch the ball in right here. Jacoby and Lemoyne, both wideouts on the near side. Marsh in the backfield next to Femmel on 3rd and goal from the 3. Tiger offensive line is down. Femmel in the pistol. Takes the snap, runs himself straight ahead, dances outside, back inside near the goal line. Pushed back, but gets in for the touchdown. Trevor Femmel goes 3 yards for the score. His 6th rushing touchdown this season. It's a 9-play, 74-yard scoring drive for Marshfield. The Tigers now trail 17-13. Braxton Kurth comes on to attempt to kick the PAT. Adam Gilbertson, the holder. Ball is down. Here's the kick. Long enough, and the kick is good.
Right down the middle.
So the Tigers back to within 3 here on the touchdown run by Femmel. We have 7:14 remaining in the third quarter. Our score, Wausau West 17 and the Marshfield Tigers 14. Back to Tom Field and more football action coming up in just a moment.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
First things first with Midstate Technical College. Dual credit programs earn you college credit in high school. Then choose a path that suits you. Use your skills to start your career or transfer to a university to continue your degree. Choose a new career. Transition easily and quickly by upgrading your skills. Or continue your education with dozens of classes to get you on your path. No matter your stage of the game, your first move is Midstate Technical College.
Ball grabbed by Arneson across the 20, spins to the 25, the 30-yard line, and drags tacklers with him out to the 35. Nice return by Arneson. And pulled down there by several Tigers. But good spot for the football for Wausau West at their own 35-yard line. Tiger defense looking to make a stand here, get the ball back. They've allowed Wausau West to run the ball pretty well tonight between Reineck and Hans, tailback and quarterback.
Reineck hasn't touched it in the second half here yet.
Warriors come out. 1st and 10 West at their own 35. Hans in the pistol, Reineck next to him. Hans takes the snap. Keeps it himself straight ahead to the 40. Takes a big hit at the 40-yard line.
There's that. The play is over. People are on the ground. The referee fires a flag into the pile from about 20 yards away.
Hans gains 5 on the quarterback keeper. Appears the call may be against Wausau West here. Holding call against West.
Okay, but well, each team has been the beneficiary or goat, I guess, of that kind of call. I'm just going to have to stop talking about officials. I apologize. I'm maybe getting a little too carried away here tonight.
Ball goes back to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 20 for Wausau West. 1st and 20 for the Warriors at their own 25. Arneson to the near side. Monpas on the far side. Reinick, the tailback, next to Hans on 1st and 20. Hans takes the snap and hands to Reinick, trying to find a hole. Not much there. Pulled down by Geiger after a short gain. The Tiger defensive line clogged things up. Reinick out to the 27, picks up 2 on that run. 2nd and 18 for Wausau West at their own 27-yard line. Hans has not thrown the ball real effectively tonight, just 1 of 4 for 4 yards and a pass interception return for a touchdown. Albee, the kicker, comes out wide near side on 2nd and long. Parlier in motion. And Hans back to pass. Throws deep across the middle, has a man open. That's caught by Arneson, who carries it inside the 25-yard line for the first down. A long pass play to Carter Arneson, only his 4th catch of the year, and he carries it down to the Marshfield 21-yard line. Pickup of 52 yards on that pass play, and that puts Wausau West inside Marshfield territory. 1st and 10 Warriors at the Tiger 21. 5:45 left, third quarter. Tigers trail 17-14. Hans back in the pistol. Parlier comes in motion. The Bulls fumbled. A bad snap on the ball followed on by Marshfield. A bad handoff between Hans and Parlier, and Colbeck recovers the fumble.
Oh, brother. Boy, the mistakes in this game that have cost both teams, amazing. I mean, this isn't the first game of the season.
Colbeck with 2 takeaways tonight. The pass interception for a score, and now the fumble recovery. And the Marshfield offense back on the field. They'll put the ball in play at their own 25-yard line with 5:38 remaining in the third quarter, and Marshfield trailing 17-14.
Hans went back and tried to hand the ball off to Reinick, and it looked like a decent handoff, but Reinick just couldn't handle it.
1st and 10 Tigers, just across their own 25-yard line. Femmel in the pistol formation. Takes the snap, at the pass being rushed, but there's a flag down again. Once again, a Westman came in untouched on Femmel.
Yeah.
Want the whistle stop play.
It's going to be on Marshfield. Offsides.
Offside on the Tigers, brings the ball back to the 20-yard line.
This is a very frustrating football game to watch. I'm sure it is for both sets of fans.
Ball goes back to the 20-yard line, maybe the 21, actually.
I mean, it's a close game from that standpoint, I guess. Good game, but goodness, number of mistakes in this ball game.
Now 1st and 15 for the Tigers at their own 21. Marshfield down by 3, still in striking distance here, midway through the third quarter. Jacoby and Lemoyne out wide to the near side. Femmel in the pistol, Marsh next to him. Anderson blocking back on the far side. Femmel back to pass, again being rushed. There's across the middle, and underthrows Jacoby, incomplete. Jacoby breaking across the middle was open, but because of a strong rush by a Wausau West linebacker, Femmel had to throw the ball a bit earlier than he wished.
And the receiver going downfield wasn't looking for the football either, never looked back, and I think you could hear the Marshfield coaches next door pounding the table and yelling, "Turn around, turn around."
Now a second down.
Again, we're very close by to the coaches from both teams here in this booth.
2nd and 15, Tigers at their own 21. Femmel back in the pistol. Takes the snap.
Bobbled it.
Hands to Marsh on the sweep to the far side. Turns the corner across the 30 to the 35-yard line. Falls forward to the 40. Nice run by Jeff Marsh. He'll gain about 19 on that play and should give Marshfield the first down. One of Jeff's better runs of the night. 1st and 10 Tigers at their own 40-yard line. With 5:25 remaining in the third quarter. And Marshfield trailing Wausau West 17-14. Lemoyne to the near side. Jacoby far side. Meverden tight end on the far side. I backfield and Femmel under center. He'll turn and give to Seidel off tackle. And Mason breaking some tackles across the 50 inside West territory for a first down. Mason Seidel to the Wausau West 49.
Good strong running by Seidel. He is 76 yards now in 3 carries.
And he gains 11 more on that play. 1st and 10 Tigers at the Wausau West 48. Tigers down by 10 to start this quarter. Now down by 3 and looking for a go-ahead score. Jacoby near side, Lemoyne far side. Anderson and Seidel line up as an I behind Femmel, who's under center. Meverden tight end on the near side. And Femmel will hand off to Seidel, gets caught in the backfield. A flag goes down, and Seidel taken down back around the Marshfield 46. He'll lose 5 or 6 yards on that play, plus there's a penalty called on the play. Ball marked at the 46-yard line.
Another holding call by the referee.
Holding on Marshfield. The Warriors might decline this one. No markup as of yet.
Well, they're going to take it.
Holding call against Marshfield. And the spot of the foul was the 46, where Seidel went down, so the ball goes back to the 36. So they lost 15 yards on the play. Marshfield has to get to the West 38 for a first down. So it's 1st and 26 for the Tigers at their own 36-yard line. Wideouts on either side. Femmel stands back in the pistol. Takes the snap, hands to Seidel, off tackle, slides through a hole, but gets caught from behind at the 39 and pulled down after a gain of 3. 3 yards for Seidel on that play. 2nd and long Tigers at their own 39-yard line.
Most of the running plays this half for Marshfield have been to their far side, the bench side. Some teams like to do that. They like to run towards the bench so coaches can see the blocking and results of the play. And
2nd and 23. Femmel back to pass, being rushed, spins away, then gets taken down back inside the 30-yard line. The ball loose once again. The Tigers do fall on it. Back at the 29. Wausau West has had a number of guys come free in on Seidel tonight from the edge.
And those players, yeah, they're lined up on the line of scrimmage on the left. Somebody isn't accounting. I don't know who calls pass protection, if the quarterback does for Marshfield or if it's designed by the play. But
the 3rd quarterback sack for the West defense tonight. Now the officials are conferring here. I'm not sure they've marked the ball yet or not. Ball right now is sitting on the 30-yard line.
I would think maybe they're talking about whether the ball was down by contact before it came out.
It's a loss of 9 on the play. Yeah, Marshfield has the ball on their own 30. They have to get to the West 38 for a first down.
Now the coaches are going over to talk to Denny Gadel. Powwow over there.
3rd and 32 for Marshfield at their own 30-yard line. Tigers line up, wide receivers on both sides. Colby and Seidel in the I on 3rd and very long. And a Wausau West man jumps across the neutral zone.
Wow.
One of their big defensive tackles, Landon Thompson, will give Marshfield 5 yards. Brings the ball to the 35. Now it's only 3rd and 27. 3rd and 27 for the Tigers at their own 35. High backfield and Femmel under center once again. Trevor fakes the handoff, rolls near side himself. He may keep the ball. Turns back inside for a short gain. Cut down at the 36-yard line. Fenwell gains 1 on the play. So 4th and very long for Marshfield at their own 36. And we presume that Noah Peterson will punt the ball away. Peterson to punt from inside his own 25. J.J. Drews back in deep safety for West at his own 20-yard line. Peterson gets a good snap. Good kick away. Drews with the ball bounce inside the 25, runs inside the 20 to the 15 out of bounds at the 15-yard line. West claims the ball hit a Marshfield player coming down the field.
We have a flag back where the punt was attempted.
Okay, a flag down there as well.
Way behind the play where Peterson was punting.
So a flag down on the play.
I have to admit, I looked away as soon as the ball was kicked, so I don't know if there was a roughing or running in. The Wausau West coach on this side not happy. He's a third of the way out on the field. Oh, he's really not happy.
Looks like either running into the kicker or roughing the kicker call on Wausau West. Haven't determined yet which one it is. Tiger football tonight on WOSQ, brought to us by Nicolay National Bank, Hefco Floral of Marshfield, and I-State Truck Center of Marshfield.
Wausau West coach still not happy, walking out about 10 yards onto the field.
It's a running into the kicker call against West, which is the minor penalty, and Marsh is going to decline it. So that
he had a great punt.
That gives the ball to West at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, because that would have been a 5-yard penalty only.
So Marshfield West football on their own 14. 2:27 left in the third quarter. West leading Marshfield 17-14. West offense back on the field. Vince hands a quarterback. Rick Reinick, the running back next to him, having a big night. Both of them are. Hands takes the snap and runs himself to the far sideline. No place to go. Pulled down from behind. Takes a big hit from Daggett at the 20, at the 16. Goes down right there. Tigers pursuing that quarterback much better on that play. He does gain 3 on the play. 2nd and 7 for West at their own 17-yard line. I'm sure the Tiger coaches had a nice discussion with the Marshfield defense at halftime tonight. Bonpas wide near side. Arneson on the far side on 2nd and 7. Parlier comes in motion. Hand off to Reinick, a nice hole straight ahead, a big gainer again, pulled down from behind at the 30-yard line. Nice tackle from behind by Donnie Karolfi. And a first down for Wausau West at their own 32, a gain of 15 on that run. 1st and 10 for West at their own 32. Clock winding down, 1:35 left in the third quarter. Marshfield trails Wausau West 17-14 here at Tom Field. West lines up once again. Albee comes out wide to the near side. Arneson far side. Hans in the pistol. Grabs the snap and hands to Reinick again. Pulled down from behind by Willowite. Garrett Willowite, a big play back at the 30, and Reinick will lose 2 on that play. Looks like the Tiger defense tightening up somewhat against the West ground game here in the second half. Ball's back at the 30, 2nd and 13.
Tigers are also Coach Lenny Lutke Jr. down there sending some blitzes and some different packages defensively.
2nd and 13 for West at their own 30-yard line. 45 seconds in the period. Albee wide near side. Arneson far side. And there's a penalty flag on the play as Parlier came in motion. There was some movement. Kind of a call here against Wausau West. Procedure against Wausau West. Ball goes back to the 25. And now 2nd and 17 for West at their own 25-yard line with 39 seconds in the period. Clock restarts. All becoming near side. Arneson on the far side on 2nd and long. Hans back in the pistol formation. Parlier comes in motion, stops. And Hans back to pass, being pursued on the near side. Runs the near sideline to the 25-yard line, then grabbed from behind by Daggett as he crosses the 30. And he'll gain about 6 yards on that play. Daggett missed him in the backfield, but pursued very quickly. And Hans gained 6 on the run, and that play will end the third quarter here at Tom Field in Wausau. Our score after 3 periods, Wausau West 17 and the Marshfield Tigers 14. We'll come back with the fourth quarter of football in just a moment.
Marshfield, our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In Central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
To 14, and West has the football on their own 31-yard line. A third down situation, 3rd and 12. Tigers looking for a stop right here. Wide receivers on either side. Hans in the pistol with Reinick next to him on 3rd and 12. Hans takes the snap. Hands to Reinick. He hands back to Arneson on the reverse. He cuts back to the outside of the 35-yard line, cuts back inside and slipped down. Put his knee down to the 39-yard line. He slipped and his knee went down to the 39. About 5 yards shy of the first down.
Yeah, but let's see where they're going to mark this. There's no guarantee they're going to mark it there. Okay,
looks like they will, right on the, looks like the 40. So Arneson does gain 9. He has rushed for 19 yards this year, but still 4 yards shy of the first down. It looks like the punting team is coming on for Wausau West. 4th and 4 West at their own 40-yard line.
I don't know if I have West for a punt yet tonight.
They have punted once tonight.
Okay.
Parlier is the punter. Pretch back in deep safety. Good snap. And Parlier kicks one up the near sideline and rolls to the 32 and goes out of bounds right there. Tigers take over at about their own 31-yard line. Marshfield trailing 17-14, 11:40 remaining in regulation time. Tiger offense coming back on the field, looking for a go-ahead score. Tigers have the only score here in the second half. Marshfield lines up, 1st and 10 Tigers at their own 31. Femmel in the pistol. Marsh, the tailback, next to him. And the handoff goes to Marsh. Not much of a hole. Breaks a couple of tackles, gets out to the 35 and cut down right there. Marsh does gain 4 yards on the run. 2nd and 6 Tigers at their own 35-yard line.
Also, a West player grabbed a hold of the back of the jersey of Marsh that time, or he may have had another 5.
Riley Heller back in, by the way, to play the right guard spot. He was replaced by James Clemens for a while in that first half, but Riley back in there at right guard for Marshfield. 2nd and 6 Tigers at their own 35. Lemoyne near side. Brooks Hinson wide far side. Meverton tight end far side. Colby and Marsh in the eye behind Femmel on 2nd and 6. 4 down linemen for West. Give us to Marsh, trying to get outside. Can't turn the corner and pulled down from behind by defensive tackle Landon Thompson. Big Landon Thompson grabbed Marsh by the jersey, wouldn't let him go down, will get away. And Marsh fights his way back to the 35 for no gain. Now the Tigers are a 3rd and 6 situation.
Well, the passing situation for Marshfield has been tough tonight. There's been a lot of pressure on Trevor Femmel.
And here's a 3rd and 6. Clemens now comes back into play at that guard spot for Heller. 3rd and 6 Tigers at their own 35. Lemoyne comes to the near side, Hinson far side. Meverton tight end on the far side. Anderson behind him as a blocking back on 3rd and 6. Femmel takes the snap. Back to pass, has time this time, now rolls near side, rolls back to the far side. He may take off, no, he throws down the far sideline. Meverton wide open behind the defense at the 30, the 20, 15, 10, 5, and gets down to about the 1 yard line, cut down from behind at the 1.
Guess what's on the field back here, Gene, at the 30-yard line?
Sam Meverton behind the defense.
Penalty flag at the 30-yard line. It's going to come back.
That's a holding call against Marshfield.
I lost track of penalties in this game. I shouldn't have, because that's going to be a factor at the end of this ball game.
Tigers have had the ball down at the 1 yard line on that pass play to Meverton.
Yeah, he was wide open. There wasn't anybody within a county of him.
Yep. But the play comes back. Flag down at the Marshfield 30. And so instead of 1st and goal at the 1, the Tigers have a 3rd down deep in their own territory. Ball goes back to the 20-yard line. And Marshfield has to get to the 41 for a 1st down, so 3rd and 21 Tigers at their own 20. So a tough break for the Tigers. Femmel checking with the sidelines for a play from Coach Gadel. 3rd and 21 Marshfield at their own 20. Hinson near side, Lemoyne far side. Anderson and Marsh in the eye on 3rd and 21. Femmel under center. Hands off to Marsh, a big hole, comes near side for about 5 yards. Makes a tackle to 30, 35, 40, near sideline, out to the 45-yard line. He'll have the 1st down with that run.
Wow. No, now there's a flag throw after the play.
Then a late flag.
Oh, I hope that's not on Marsh for unsportsmanlike. He was following Marsh. The official on this side was following Marsh as he came off the sideline and then threw his hanky.
Marsh carries out to about the 47.
Regardless, if this was
personal foul against Wausau West.
Wow. I was going to say, regardless, if this was a dead ball foul.
Marsh gained 23 on the play to the 43-yard line.
Wausau West bench really not happy down here. Oh, boy.
And now with the extra yardage, Marshfield has the ball on the West 43. A 1st down for Marshfield at the West 43. 9:27 left in regulation time. Tigers trail 17-14. Femmel in the pistol formation next to Seidel. Pitch play to Mason. Gets outside 40, 35-yard line to the 30 up the far sideline, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and near the goal line, pulled down inside the 5-yard line.
I'm looking for laundry. I don't see any.
Thought we might get a horse collar call on Seidel when he was tackled, but that was not the call. But instead, Seidel tackled at the 1-yard line.
Using his speed to the outside towards the Marshfield bench along the far sideline, just outran people.
42 yards for Seidel, and the 1st and goal Marshfield at the West 1-yard line. Tigers had the ball at the 1 a few moments ago on the pass play to Meverton, which was called back. Now they're right back there. 1st and goal Tigers at the West 1. Anderson and Seidel in the eye behind Femmel, who's under center on this play. And Fimmel gives to Anderson straight ahead, and he's close and in the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow.
Braden Anderson with his first touchdown of the year. He goes 1 yard for the score. A 5-play, 69-yard scoring drive for Marshfield, and the Tigers regain the lead at 20-17. Marshfield back on top with 9:12 left in the fourth quarter.
I've got some thoughts on Marsh later when we come back after the break.
Braxton Kurth to attempt to kick the PAT. Ball is placed down. The kick is on the way. A low line drive, and it gets through for the extra point.
Wow, barely.
Kick is good. 9:12 left in regulation time. And our score now, Marshfield 21 and Wausau West 17. Welcome back to Tom Field and more football action following this message.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
Line 10, 15, sidesteps tacklers, then slips at the 20-yard line. And covered there by Willowite.
Well, we've seen a lot of slipping by players tonight along the sidelines especially.
You're listening to Marshfield Tiger football on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield, and WOSQFM.com. With Dale Eucaitis, I'm Gene Delisio at Tom Field in Wausau. 9:05 remaining in the fourth quarter, and Marshfield now leads Wausau West 21-17. First and 10 West at their own 21-yard line. Arneson wide far side. A three-man backfield with hands on first down. He will hand the ball off to Parlier, who dives out to the 25-yard line. They had three running backs in the backfield with hands on that play. Parlier off the left side for 4.
Crisscross or crossbuck action in the backfield where they faked the ball to Reinick and then gave the ball to Parlier, who was the running back that was on the right side of the backfield formation.
Second and 6 West at their own 25. Now hands in the pistol and Reinick next to him. Parlier goes in motion. Reinick gets the handoff, slides outside of the 30, 35 up the near sideline of the 40, breaks a tackle at midfield, near sideline of the 40 and pulled down from behind by Colbeck inside Marshfield territory. Big run for Rick Reinick down to the Marshfield 37-yard line. Gain of 38 on that play, and Wausau West has the ball inside Marshfield territory. First and 10 Warriors at the Tiger 37. Marshfield leads it 21-17, 8:10 remaining in the fourth quarter.
155 yards now for Reinick.
Big night for him. Wide outs on both sides. Parlier slides back to a fullback spot. Hand off Reinick straight ahead again, gets outside, gets hit by Colbeck and pulled down at the 30. Reinick with some very good speed, gets outside. He gains 6 on that play. They'll mark him down on the 31.
If you go to a Marshfield Tiger football game, I want you to watch Isaac Daggett and Vaughn Colbeck as well. Boy, those kids, they really play hard. Not that there aren't some other people out there from Marshfield doing as well, but those two are the heart and soul of this defense.
Second and 4 West at the Tiger 31. Hands in the pistol. Here's the jet sweep to Arneson, trying to turn the near corner. No place to go. Pulled down by Colbeck and Daggett back at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, guess who?
Yep. They tried the jet sweep to Parlier. He came to the near side. No place to go. cut down by Parlier and Colbeck right on the 33. It's a loss of 2.
Daggett and Colbeck, they just don't stop, especially in pursuit.
Now here's a third down play for Wausau West. 3rd and 6 for the Warriors at the Marshfield 33. Monpas out wide to the far side. Arneson coming near side. Reineck standing next to Hans on 3rd and 6.
Comes a blitz.
And here's the handoff. It's Hans himself. Keeps it himself. He breaks in the clear and up to steam across the 15-yard line. The quarterback Hans keeps it himself and runs down to the 11-yard line. Looks like he had the Tigers had him, but couldn't secure him, and Hans runs for 22 yards.
I'll give him credit. He's a good ball handler. He made 2 fakes in the backfield to those other 3 backs who were crisscrossing back there, and then turned around and kept it himself and just went over left guard right down the field.
1st and 10 West at the Tiger 11. Tigers lead 21-17, 6.5 to play in regulation time. Hans in the pistol, Reineck next to him. Hans will hand off to Reineck. He gets hit, spins forward to about the 7. Pulled down, I believe, by Bennett Lang right on the 7-yard line. Gain of 4 for Reineck. 2nd and 6 for West at the Tiger 7-yard line. As we approach the halfway mark of this 4th quarter. Tigers leading by 4 after trailing by 10 at halftime. Albee far side, Arneson wide near side. Parlier blocking back on the near side. Hans in the pistol formation, takes the snap. Reineck straight ahead for a big hole and right in the end zone for the touchdown. Untouched, Reineck goes 7 yards for the score to cap a 7-play, 79-yard scoring drive, and West back on top, leading 23-21.
Reineck running right over where Hans did on his big gain, right over his own left guard, and basically untouched.
So now Roche comes back in to attempt to kick the PAT. Hans the holder, ball is down, kick is away, long enough, and the kick is good. So Wausau West regains the lead with 5:49 remaining in regulation time. Our score now, Wausau West 24 and the Marshfield Tigers 17. We'll come back to Wausau and more football in just a moment.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Corner on the south end.
Albee to kick off for Wausau West. Halfway through the 4th quarter, Tigers now trail by 3 as Albee kicks it away. Here's the kick. Down the far sideline and out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
Out of bounds.
So Marshfield has good field position to start this next drive.
I'm watching Coach Johnson down here. He just walked down the field with his head up in the air. He had talked to the kicker as he sent him out on the field to make that kick. And only the frustration that a coach can know.
Marshfield offense back on the field. Tigers down by 3 with 5:49 left in regulation time. Ball placed on the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for Marshfield. Trevor Femmel at quarterback, Jeff Marsh the tailback. Femmel hands to Marsh. Off the right side, not much there, pulled down after a short gain. Marsh gets 1 yard to the 36, 2nd and 9 for Marshfield.
72 yards now for Jeff.
Jeff's season best is 156 against Slinger. Second and 9 for Marshfield at their own 36-yard line. Femmel back to pass, lobs it near sideline. Lemoyne open to the 40, back inside across the 45 and pulled down around the 48, stood up there and slammed down. Lemoyne makes the play, gains 12 yards on the play. That'll be a first down for Marshfield. First and 10 for Marshfield at their own 48.
I've got Marshfield for 2 completions, both to Lemoyne.
Tigers have been rushed hurriedly several times tonight. Femmel has been sacked 3 times. First and 10 Tigers at their own 48. 4:50 left in regulation time. Tigers trail 24-21. Femmel in the pistol. Marsh next to him. Anderson the blocking back. Femmel will hand to Marsh. Cuts back outside, trying to turn the corner. Grabbed by a jersey and pulled back inside the 45-yard line. We'll see where they mark his down forward progress about the 45. The West player just grabbed Marsh by the jersey and flung him down.
It's legal. That's the 3rd time this half that they pulled him down from behind with the jersey tackle. Ooh, boy. They gave him quite a good spot there.
Yeah,
Goodness.
Marsh does lose 3, but the mark the ball at the 45. Second and 13, Tigers at their own 45. 4 minutes to play. Tigers trail 24-21. Seidel now comes into play, tailback. Femmel back to pass, goes far side quickly to Henson, makes the catch for a short gain, drilled at the 50-yard line after he gains 5 yards on the play. Henson's first catch tonight and his 7th of the year.
Good accurate pass by Femmel, just step back 2 steps and fire it out there to Henson that just went down the sideline and turned around.
3rd and 7 for the Tigers at the 50-yard line. Critical play here, Lemoyne wide near side. Henson flanked on the far side on 3rd and 7.
Single coverage for Lemoyne again out here.
Femmel fakes the handoff, back to pass, lobs it deep over the middle, looking for Lemoyne and overthrows him at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, he was open. That's that long crossing pattern that I talked about very early in this ball game, and he had about 3 steps, but Femmel overthrew him. Now, I did not look back in the backfield to see if Femmel was rushed or hit at the time. But anyway, Tigers failed to connect on what could have been a big score.
Femmel stays out there. Tigers will go for it on 4th and 7 at the 50-yard line with 3:14 left in regulation time. The Tigers down by 3. Lemoyne and Henson both on the near side. Colby wing on the far side. 4th and 7 from the 50. Femmel back to pass. Runs near sideline. Stops, being hemmed in. Takes off on the near sideline. Breaks a tackle. 35, 40. He'll have the first down to the 39-yard line. Femmel runs for the first down. Takes a hard hit, but carries to the Wausau West 40. He'll have the first down as he gains 10 yards on the play.
Wow, what a run by Femmel. He was just drilled by about 3 Wausau players at the end.
First down for Marshfield at the West 40-yard line. 2:55 left in regulation time. Tigers trail West 24-21.
Big time play.
Marshfield football on the West 40. Lemoyne split to the near side. Seidel back in a tailback next to Femmel. Femmel takes the snap, pitches to Seidel. Tries to get outside, turns the corner at the 40, but then pulled down from behind. Nice open field tackle by Caleb Tully of Wausau West at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he doesn't make that tackle, and Seidel's going down the sidelines. A nice defensive play.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 Tigers at the Wausau West 40. 2:15 left in regulation time. Tigers trail by 3. Tigers have all 3 timeouts remaining here in the second half. Marshfield lines up. Lemoyne coming out wide to the near side. Jacoby split to the far side. Femmel in the pistol. takes the snap, fakes the handoff, back to pass, runs near side, he'll take off, it looks like, 40, 35, 30-yard line to the 25-yard line and spun down shy of the 20. Another big run for Trevor Fimmel. Fimmel carries down inside the 25. They'll mark him down right on the 20, a gain of 20 more for Fimmel. A first down for Marshfield at the Wausau West 20. We have a timeout on the field. Looks like Marshfield wants time. They do. Marshfield's second timeout of the second half. It comes with
Central Wisconsin Glass is Central Wisconsin's choice for your next new or remodeled shower and bathroom. The experts at Central Wisconsin Glass will effortlessly guide you through the design and installation process. Have the elegant and modern shower and bathroom you've been looking for. Call Central Wisconsin Glass at 715-387-8010. That's 715-387-8010. And Central Wisconsin Glass on Facebook for your residential, commercial, and vehicle glass needs.
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talent and expertise of big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontist, orthodontist, and pediatric dentist, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for our patients of all ages from 1 to 100. We take pride in being in-network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our community and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
In the second half, Marshfield lines up. Seidel in the ballgame at tailback, next to Fimmel. Hinson wide far side, Lemoyne on the near side. Anderson blocking back on the far side, Meverden there as well. Fimmel takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls near side, starts to run, and now throws the ball towards the end zone. A man wide open. It's caught by Meverden at the 1 yard line. Meverden was wide open in the end zone, had to come out of the end zone to make the catch, and did so on the 1 yard line. As Fimmel being rushed, underthrew Meverden, but Sam came out of the end zone, made the play at the 1 yard line, was tackled right there.
Fimmel threw that ball, threw up a prayer as he was falling down.
Now first and goal, Marshfield at the west 1 yard line.
My goodness. Oh, Wausau West coach. He is not happy. He is out here giving it to the referee. What for?
1:29 left in regulation time. Tigers trail 24-21. We may have a Wausau West timeout here.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great child care you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggleworms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
With a score here. Each team has taken a timeout now. West 1, Marshfield 2. First and goal, Tigers at the West 1 yard line. Colby and Seidel in the eye. Officials stop play momentarily. And now they signal the clock to start. First and goal, Marshfield at the West 1 yard line. Eye backfield. Fimmel hands to Colby straight ahead. He gets in for the touchdown. Eli Colby scores from 1 yard away, his third rushing touchdown this year. A 10-play, 65-yard scoring drive for Marshfield. And the Tigers back on top, leading 27-24 with 1:33 left in regulation time.
Oh, brother. Again, all the excitement that you hear up here and all the noise, it's the Marshfield coaching staff just to our right who were just going wild on that touchdown, or that 1 yard reception, or the reception to the one, and now the touchdown.
The PAT kick by Kurth is on the way, and it is good. Kurth kicks the PAT, and the Tigers back on top here. 1:33 left in regulation time, and our score is Marshfield 28 and Wausau West 24. Back to Tom Field and more football in just a moment. Well, the Marshfield Tiger defense must dig in now. The Tigers lead by 4. 93 seconds remaining in regulation time. And Braxton Kurth kicking off for Marshfield. Reineck back deep along with Arneson and Durr. A seesaw ball game tonight.
Marshfield fans on their feet across the way in the visitors' stands. Pretty good crowd over there.
Here's the kick, a long end-over-end kick. Reineck back at the 1-yard line and into the end zone. Put his foot in the end zone for a touchback. So West takes over on their own 20-yard line. 93 seconds remaining in regulation time. And Marshfield leading 28-24. West has 2 timeouts remaining here in the second half.
Well, the offense has done their job despite imploding a few times, but has managed to outscore West so far. Now it's a matter of the defense coming up and making some critical plays here. West, of course, capable of going the distance on just about any play with Reineck and Hans. And also, Hans has shown he's capable of throwing the long ball.
Now let's see how the Tiger defense looks here. 1st and 10 West at their own 20-yard line. Hans in the pistol. Reineck next to him. 1st and 10 West from their own 20. Tiger defensive line digs in. Hans takes the snap. Hands to Reineck. Gets outside for some gain. 25, 30. Cuts back inside of the 40-yard line to midfield and cut down inside the 50-yard line.
Oh, he made one defender miss and then another defender slipped and fell down. That would have had him at about 5 yards. But here we go.
Reineck gains 35, the Tiger 45. 1st and 10 West at the Tiger 45. 1:20 remaining in regulation time. Hans back to pass. Being rushed. He throws the near sideline. The ball is caught at the 40 and dropped immediately. That was the tight end Jaworski. Jaworski makes his 2nd catch of the year at the Tiger 37. Pickup of 8 on that play. 2nd and 3 West at the Tiger 37. 60 seconds to play. Tigers lead by 4. Hans takes the snap. Throws far side to Parlier. Some blockers out there at the 30-yard line. Hit by Lang, taken the bounds at the 29-yard line. They give West a first down at the Marshfield 29 with 51 seconds remaining. They'll mark it back at the 30. 1st and 10 West at the Tiger 30. 51 seconds left in regulation time, and Marshfield leads West 28-24. Monpas far side, Arneson near side. Hans in the pistol formation next to Reineck. Takes the snap. Hand off to Reineck. Not much there. He's hit in the backfield by Pretsch and pulled down for no gain. Evan Pretsch makes the play, and now West wants a timeout. No gain on that carry for Reineck. Evan Pretsch with a big play. It'll be 2nd and 10 West at the Tiger 30. We're late in the 4th quarter. And Marshfield leads Wausau West 28-24. We'll return to Tom Field in just a moment.
I really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has. You know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Marshfield 30, 2nd and 10. Marshfield leads 28-24. West lines up. Arneson comes out wide near side. Hans in the pistol. Reineck next to him, 2nd and 10 from the 30. Hans takes the snap, back to pass. Throws across the middle, a low throw, and almost intercepted. Bennett Lang with a diving attempt. Could not make the play. Bonpas, the intended receiver, and Lang right with him on that play. Incomplete pass. 3rd and 10 West, just inside the Tiger 30. 41 seconds left in regulation time.
Well, after that pass,
Tigers certainly could use a quarterback sack right here. They've had just one tonight. That was by Spencer. West lines up. 3rd and 10 West at the Tiger 30-yard line. Hans in the pistol formation. Takes the snap. Back to pass. Being rushed. He gets set and throws the near sideline at a lineman. Incomplete pass. He was being hit by Spencer and Daggett at the time and threw the ball at the feet of a lineman. Now, one of the new rules in high school football, that's now a legal play. That used to be grounding.
No, but that's an illegal receiver because it hit the feet. It hit the feet of an offensive lineman from Wausau West, Gene.
Well, that is a good call. You're right. Normally you can throw the ball away, but not if you hit the feet of your lineman.
Yeah. Ineligible receiver.
So that'll cost West some yardage. Normally you can now throw the ball away legally in high school football to avoid injury.
Yeah, and just throw it just a couple yards. It doesn't have to be the old throw it out of bounds beyond the line of scrimmage or anything like that.
But unfortunately for West, the ball hit a lineman, and he's ineligible. And that moves the football back from the spot of the foul, which was the 41.
Ooh, they're still marking it off.
To the 47. It's also a loss of down, I believe. So it's 4th down, 4th and 33 for West at the Tiger 47.
Ball game here, folks.
Hans back to pass. Has time, throws deep along the near sideline. 2 receivers out there. The ball is thrown out of bounds, incomplete. Looking for his tight end, Jaworski, on the near sideline. He was double covered, and the ball crossed the sideline. Incomplete pass. That turns the ball over to Marshfield with 29 seconds to play. Tiger football on their own 47 with 29 seconds left, and Marshfield leading 28-24. So the Tigers come back out. They'll have to run one more play.
Wausau West coaches, I think, they're looking at the referee out there, and it really wasn't his call. I mean, it was downfield about 40 yards, and they're yelling at him.
Femmel will come out, take a knee here. He does that. See if West takes a timeout. They have one to burn. It looks like they will. West will use their final timeout. 26 seconds left. Marshfield on top, 28-24. The Tigers will earn their 3rd straight win and go to 3-0 in the Valley Football Association. Tiger football tonight on WOSQ, brought to us by the Dental Clinic, of down 17-7 at halftime. But a
team this year, but they don't have the culture or the tradition. They're trying to establish the culture of being excited and playing hard-nosed football, and they're doing that. But on the other hand, until you win big ball games, well, it takes a while.
Yeah. Hard to cross that line sometimes.
It really is, and Marshfield has been there. Marshfield has done that.
Femmel to take a knee one more time. West now out of timeouts. Femmel takes the snap. Takes a knee. West cannot stop the clock.
Yep.
And the Marshfield Tigers will improve to 3-2 and go to 3-0 in the Valley Football Association. The Tigers with a 21-7 edge in the second half of this ball game. They come back from a 10-point halftime deficit to win this one tonight by 4. Our final score tonight, the Marshfield Tigers 28, Wausau West 24. And a full recap coming up on our postgame report in just a moment.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated. bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds.